This is The Scoop for Tuesday.
I'm Megan Bowman with the WMNF News headlines. Governor Ron DeSantis announced Monday that $1.25 billion of Florida's budget for the next fiscal year has been set aside for teacher salaries. But Florida Education Association President Andrew Spar says he's not impressed with the number. Spar is calling for at least double the proposed amount, $2.5 billion. The FEA is the state's largest teacher union, and according to the National Education Association, Florida ranks 50th in the country for teacher pay. St. Petersburg Mayor Ken Welch and Police Chief Anthony Holloway announced a new initiative to help stop youth crime Monday. It's called the Youth Care Program. Holloway says it aims to use early intervention to deter young felony offenders from repeating a cycle of crime.
What's going on in the family? What type of services can we bring that young man so he doesn't go back out there stealing cars, so he doesn't graduate up to taking that gun out of that car?
The program is part of Welch's Neighborhood Health and Safety Pillar for Progress, and it works like this. When a teen is arrested for a felony, a city official will reach out to the offender's family to assess their home situation and decide how to foster a stable and supportive environment. Offenders will be offered counseling and educational opportunities, and families will be offered therapy, financial assistance, and community support. Participation is voluntary, and officials say the goal is to redirect at-risk youth early to reduce recidivism. Law enforcement officials unveiled a new way to solve unsolved homicides Monday. As WMNF's Chris Young reports, they'll put victims' faces on playing cards.
Law enforcement officials announced they're bringing back an initiative used over 15 years ago, sharing decks of cards with inmates that have pictures of unsolved homicides on each playing card. The decks will also have a way for people to report information on the crime. The cards will be distributed to 49 correctional institutions across the state. Florida Sheriff's Association President Bill Leeper says inmates may hold crucial information about cold cases.
By placing these playing cards in their hands, we aim to spark conversations, jog memories, and generate leads that could finally break open cases that have remained unsolved for years.
State Attorney General Ashley Moody says the cards worked for a cold case in 2007.
And soon after the decks were distributed, we got information from folks that had information out there. They called in those tips, and the tips led to a conviction.
Several cards include cases from Tampa Bay. Chris Young, WMNF News, Tampa.
With Father's Day coming up, many dads want to spend more time with their kids. WMNF's Tyler Aldano reports how one organization wants to help fathers make new memories and connect them with vital resources.
There you go. Just like that. You want to reel in slow. See?
Fishing is a hobby for countless dads. It's peaceful, outdoors, and it can help form a community. For Dan Wilson, though, the sport has a different purpose, spending quality time with his son.
So it's something that I love to do, and it's something he loves to do as well, so it's just like the perfect pair.
And Wilson and his son had that perfect pairing on Saturday. Wilson joined a group of other dads who cast their rods at Hope Park for the Real Good Dads fishing event.
It's the time. It's the time that you spent with your child. It's the time that you help develop that relationship and, that bond. A bond is always important to a child, so.
But there's more to the event than just bonding. Companies like Advent Health, Champions for Children, and Bay Area Legal Services provided education on how to access parental rights and health resources for families. Tyler Aldano, WMNF News in Tampa.
WMNF's Sean Canan spoke with a man in the central Gaza Strip on Monday. His wife and 2 daughters evacuated to Cairo. One teenage daughter is very sick, but Sleiman Ramadan Shnira is still in Gaza with his 2 sons. He hopes the war will end and they can all be reunited.
They evacuate from 2 months in Cairo. Now I am here for 2 children, Ramadan and Ahmed. We want this war is finishing and this killing stop.
That's Sleiman Ramadan Shnira speaking from the central Gaza Strip. You can hear the rest of this interview this morning at 10 on WMNF's Tuesday Cafe. I'm Megan Bowman with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.